Now, looking forward, I guess a traditional Gloucester fan complaint might be that while you could possibly back them to beat anyone at home, the away records were often pretty poor, and you think on any away game there's a chance we could get beaten here. Things are changing a bit, but how confident do you feel in the team on an away day now, especially with a long trip like up to Newcastle?
Yeah, I mean, we all know it's a long trip. We've obviously put a few things in place to overcome that. I just said to the players, we can't let the things that we don't control upset us. That was probably, the one lesson also from the past weekend. We probably took too much confidence out of the previous weekend, and it maybe subconsciously slipped in there. I want the players to realise that we're playing a side that's obviously disappointed in where they are in the Premiership, and they're going to be, back against the wall. They're going to be fired up, and we have to be at our best. We can't afford a drop in our standards like on the weekend. So although we're playing away, it's a brilliant challenge for after what happened on the weekend to fix it, and even better away from home. Like you said, I think there's signs that we do start travelling better. Was a good win, and Exeter away, but we have to obviously do it in a tough place like Newcastle. But it's a great time to play. We're hurting of what happened on the weekend, and hopefully we can fix it.
It's a particularly tough year in the Premiership, isn't it? Because there are no real weak links. Are you surprised, particularly given last year, to see Newcastle in last place?
Yeah, I mean, I've said it numerous times. It's one of the toughest competitions purely because of the quality of all the squads, and also injuries. I think every club goes through injuries, and some clubs are maybe fortunate to have not as many key players out. But the reality is that's what the clubs are facing. So it makes it a very equal competition. And looking at Newcastle, I think that makes him quite dangerous. They've won 2 games in the 84th and 5th and 6th minutes, so they can show that they can fight out games. And then they were obviously unlucky in a few games, and it's a bit of a dangerous thing to look at the lock and see where they are and think they're not. They showed their qualities last season. The reality for us is we need to look after ourselves and make sure we're on speed to that. But Newcastle will always bounce back. That's just what I believe. All those sides will get into a stage of the season where they will start playing the rugby that I think they want to play, and therefore I think we must just go down there to respect them for what they want, but also make sure we bring our A game.